Somehow I feel Ernie enjoyed throwing it to us to get off the topic.
Well, I've got some good news for you, Marv. No one is in foul trouble after the first half of basketball.
Excellent observation. Yes, when we take a look at the free throws, 4 for the East, the West yet to go to the foul line.
Well, again, it was the tempo. The East got it where they wanted. They got out and ran. They were good on the fast break. The West were +9 on second chance points. I expect the West to crank it up a little bit here in the second half. Like Kevin Garnett said, the first half is for the show. The second half is for the competitiveness. We'll see.
The West at 28 of 57. They have shot 49% as we take a look at the Jeep halftime statistics. And the East at 50%, 29 for 58. You can see the Eastern Conference with 23 assists on their 29 field goals. And for those of you keeping score at home, 12 dunks to 10 in favor of the East.
And following our lead, Doug, just like we said, Jamal McGlure, not noted, okay, for being a scorer, leads the Eastern team with 12 points.
All right, the East in the blue in possession. Tracy McGrady handling. Ben Wallace up front with Jermaine O'Neal. And Vince Carter, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady are at the guards. And Jermaine O'Neal opens up the third quarter by knocking down the jump shot. The East 66 and the West 58. Tim Duncan on the front line along with Kevin Garnett and Yao Ming. This is Steve Francis with the ball. He and Kobe Bryant in the backcourt. Here is Yao Ming coming off a stellar performance against Shaq and the Lakers this past Wednesday night. 29 points, 11 rebounds.
If he gets that ball in the area where he can just catch and shoot it, he's the best shooter in the NBA percentage-wise. You're not going to bother his shot, Mike. He's too big and he gets great extension.
And Wallace lost the handle, able to recover. Here's Iverson with the open shot, just did beat the 24-second clock. Jermaine O'Neal has come out, hit a couple of jump shots.
Eastern Conference team getting their second shot opportunities. They had one more field goal attempt, and as you mentioned, Mark, 4 free throws to none for the Western Conference. Offensive rebounds.
Yao Ming with a deep jump hook.
He's coming off the break where he had a terrific game against the Lakers and Shaquille O'Neal. The Lakers went into Houston after they had lost a tough game to San Antonio. You see Tracy McGrady with the 3. Yao with a tremendous game, and the Rockets were able to win that game.
Yao tonight 5 of 10. 10 points, had a very quiet performance last year. And he was voted into the starting lineup last season. Here is Yao again, set up by Garnett.
Again, the great passing of the big men. You see Duncan, you see Garnett. These guys all pass the ball and see the floor so well.
McGrady for 3. Francis pulling it down for Yao Ming. Garnett not able to hit on the reverse. And here is Francis for 3. Steve Francis, who has been in the midst of turmoil recently. 2 weeks ago, skipped the team's charter flight from Houston to Phoenix to go to the Super Bowl, and that led to a 1-game suspension. Head coach Jeff Van Gundy was not pleased with that move.
No, and right now Houston at 30 and 22, an identical record with Memphis, so they share those 6th and 7th positions in the Western Conference standings.
All right, timeout is called. Let's check in with Craig Sager. Craig?
Well, the Sacramento Kings have put together the best record in the league despite playing all 50 games without 5-time All-Star Chris Webber, who's recovering from ankle surgery. The Kings are expected to activate Webber tomorrow after practice, a move that will trigger an immediate suspension from the NBA. Webber lied to a grand jury over allegedly taking money from a booster while at Michigan. He received community service and a deferred sentence. However, we have learned tonight that the league will suspend him for up to 8 games, a severe penalty that indicates that he's being penalized by the league for violations that go beyond lying to a grand jury. Neither the league nor the Kings will comment to us tonight, pending clarification and consultation with lawyers tomorrow.
All right, Craig. Sacramento at 37 and 13, best record in the NBA. They have done it without Chris Webber, and obviously will continue to be without Chris Webber. Ben Wallace on the rebound. Another possession for the East. Iverson throwing into the crowd. Here comes Francis. And nearly blew that layup. So the East now leads 71-69. The East has led by as many as 9.
Kevin Garnett talking to Yao, telling him to bring Iverson to him. Bring him to me. Don't let him go baseline, Yao.
How about this, though? He's got Yao on him. He's got Garnett helping, and he drives. He's got Duncan coming over to guard the basket. Good luck, Allen.
Now Duncan comes out to play McGrady. O'Neal is stopped by Duncan.
Look, you know what's interesting? The East has 5 open shots, perimeter shots. They keep taking the ball at the big man.
Here's a 4 on no one. Tracy McGrady from Allen Iverson, who went off glass. Now 3 on 1 the other way. Yes, and it counts. The foul on Carter, and Bryant will go to the line.
I know we ooh and ah over the dunks and the great plays, but Kobe Bryant got hung in the air there. We'll watch this off the backboard now. This is 2 that Tracy McGrady has done today. 1 a pass to himself. This one from Allen Iverson. Spectacular play. And then Kobe on the break. Watch him. He gets hit, hangs in the air, still gets his shoulders square to the basket, and has an opportunity for a 3-point play, but he does miss the free throw line.
And that was the first free throw attempt by the West. Getting a little too tricky. And now Francis with the open shot.
Way too much time. That's the kind you miss.
Iverson setting it up for Carter.
I think that quadricep strain feels better.
And Francis right back.
This looks like the rookie-sophomore game I was coaching the other day. One dunk after the other. Unfortunately, the sophomores had a lot more than we did, Marv. I know you guys enjoyed me getting tattooed the other night, giving up 142 points.
I know you enjoyed the dunk-a-thon.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. They were getting too many against us, so it was the only problem.
Foul on Francis. Let's go to Cheryl with Sam Cassell.
Thanks a lot, Marv. Well, it took you, Sammy, 11 seasons, 2 NBA titles, but you finally got the All-Star nod. Did you ever think it would finally happen?
Well, I don't know, because the way it was looking, it wasn't going to happen. But I got to Minnesota this year. Came to the best conference. I had to get out the East, I think.
You guys are off to a great start to leading the division. Once you guys get completely healthy, how scary can Minnesota be?
Right up there. So we're not intimidated by no team in the West. We've been hurt the whole year. Kevin Spree and myself. You know, we can ride us till we win or lose.
All right, enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Marv?
All right, Sam Cassell among the league leaders in scoring, assists, field goal percentage, 3-point shooting. Traded by the Bucks to the T-Wolves in exchange for Joe Smith and Anthony Peeler in his first All-Star game. Member of 2 Houston championship teams back in '94 and '95.
Well, I think what he was talking about, the injuries, obviously, to Wally Zerbiak, who's not played all year. They expect to get him back soon. Michael Olowokandi will give them size. They've added Oliver Miller, and Troy Hudson's just getting himself back in the mix. So they have a lot of different weapons that they can show now once they get everybody healthy.
Phil Saunders telling us that his 3 injured play. That's a 3. So 12 points for Kobe Bryant. And here is McGrady. Saunders says his 3 injured players, Zerbiak, Olowokandi, and Hudson, should be back within the next 10 days, perhaps this week. And we have Sacramento and Minnesota on TNT on Thursday night.
The other thing that Flip Saunders mentioned to us is the way the 3 big-name players have bonded together, not only on the court, but off the court as well. And I think Sprewell and Cassell both went in there and very much understood that this is Kevin Garnett's team, and we're willing to defer to him. Garnett was willing to obviously put his imprint on the entire situation.
Here's Michael Redd from downtown. Michael Redd of the Milwaukee Bucks in his first All-Star appearance, and he has come a long way. 2nd-round pick back in